Dave LaCalia with HeadGames Motorworks, and today I have a very special project, and that is a Voodoo head for our friends at GSC Power Division and Dui Bui. So keep watching. GSC Power Division is commissioning us to work on a Voodoo head for a very special friend of ours, mutual friend of ours, and that's Dui Bui. Now, Dui is a very special guy, and I hope to one day pull his story into... I kind of want to do a video just on Dui because his story is pretty crazy, but he is no stranger to horsepower, and Dui builds some of the fastest cars on the planet, such as White Rice and the Taco Truck. So being no stranger to horsepower, I knew this was going to be a really fun build. We're going to do a Voodoo. GSC Power Division made valve seats for it. They got us some Voodoo X cylinder heads for us to port, so we're going to go over those. And then we're going to throw them in the CNC because we already have a program for that particular cylinder head. And we're going to show you all the steps. We're going to show you all the stuff that makes this thing a completely badass build. So keep watching. This is the Voodoo X head, and I don't know how I got its name, but it's X because it is ready for racing activities. Now they come with no valve seats, and now here's how the regular head comes. You see the combustion chambers are done. It's got valve guides, and it's got normal seats, and it's CNC ported from the factory, even though, you know, it's not the best porting because it's fucking ugly porting from the factory. And this is the X head. And the X head comes with no porting at all on the X, and that's because they leave it up to you, thankfully. And I really like this head over this other one because now we have a blank canvas, which we have made a port specifically for it. We did one for Next Gen Performance. Honestly, I don't remember what the customer's name was, but we did one for them, put seats in it, and it's also a big horsepower build. But check this out. So this is how the heads come from Ford for the X head. Not ported, ready for some CNC action. It's all ready to go. And the exhaust port, check that out. Look at that. She's cute. Compared to that, there is quite a big difference in size. And that is because it's as casted. So what Ford did here is they casted them small. By casting them small, they ensure that core shift is not going to be a problem. They're not going to run into water, and that you'll see it throughout the whole CNC port from the factory that it completely cleans up, which you don't get from normal cylinder heads unless you make them gigantic, which we never want to do here. But that is the only way that you can ensure that you're going to have a completely cleaned up CNC ported head. So that way the CNC touches everything. They'd have to cast it small in order to make it bigger and all clean up and not have to worry about core shift. Companies like TFS, AFR, Eldebrock, they all do this. It's a very normal practice to cast them smaller in order to make them big and make them clean up everywhere. And I think that that is part of the reason why a lot of people think that when you get a CNC head that they're supposed to clean up everywhere, because they're used to seeing it in other places. But when you're dealing with like an OEM casting that's 30 years old, you'll just never see that. But here Ford did good. Look at that beauty. Fresh out of the CNC. Ready for Chris Delgado. Typing away on that Motec. Making turbo sing. Making Dui. All gooey. Now, you notice that the CNC chamber is done, but that's from the OEM, and the OEM chamber kind of sucks. So we're gonna change that part. First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna install seats in it. We're gonna cut this bore in relation to, so the seats have a press fit. We're gonna give it a fresh bore to the size that the GSC valve seats are to, and then we install those, and then we put it back in the CNC, and we cut the whole head for the seats, because the seats they're a little taller. And look at them intake ports. Looking snazzy. Butters. Man, this thing is looking killer. Now we're ready for valve seat install. Now these are a copper bronze. That's a Molestar 90, and then a nickel bronze on the intake. And these seats were made by GSC, of course, in-house is something they can do. Molestar 90 is made by Performance Alloys. You just get a bar of it, and then you get it cut. You can cut it down, and that's what we did. So now this thing is in the CNC. You can see here the intake side is cut. We're ready for install on that. Now this is the first time that we are cutting for these particular seats. So we have already actually done a job just like this. For next gen performance, we didn't put it on camera, so we already have a program. We just told Greg what to make the seats to. Now we just have to press go. All right, so now this thing's gonna be guides installed, reamed, and then it's gonna get the seats put in. Keep watching. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but you're also looking at a nickel bronze. So this is a copper bronze and a nickel bronze seat on the intake side. So the copper bronze is going to be better for heat, and the nickel bronze, obviously you're not going to see as much heat on the intake. All right, so I just wanted to show you real quick how a valve seat is. It's very square. So it doesn't come to size when you get it. You have to size it itself. So it's not like you're buying a Voodoo valve seat for this particular cylinder head and it just goes in. You actually have to make everything fit it, and that includes putting angles on it. As you can see on the exhaust, it comes very square. You have to change the inner diameter. The outside diameter you are going to use for your press. That's how tight it's going to be in the cylinder head, and then you put your own angles in there and make your throat cuts and all of your angles. We are not at assembly, but we are at what we call in the house SPH, and what we're doing is going to check spring height and we're going to check spring pressure. But of course, you know, I wanted to show you what we're working with here. Chambers are done, seats are done, valve jobs still got to get blended in, and we'll do that before mill. We have the GSC valves stock size because, well, that's what works. They're super alloy. We got their titanium retainer for their conical spring. I think the conical spring is, I'm just such a big fan of going to conical. I know the beehives are probably the most popular in this arena, but I've never gotten a beehive to behave, so I'd much prefer a conical over a beehive. Even at the same spring pressure, I'd much rather have a conical than a beehive. And then we got the intake valve, Looking snazzy. Really digging how this is coming out, guys. So let's take a look at the valve spring. All right, we got the valve spring in our Buxton spring tester, and we have a install height of 1,520. We have 560 lift from the GSC R2M cam, and we're gonna compress it. What do we got? So we are at 122 on the seat, 315 open at 560 lift, and 74 thousandths away from coil bind and 345 spring rate. This thing is ready for them boosted beatings. Super excited. Look at that intake port, just looking sexy. Man, look at that. Absolutely stunning. I might be biased, but I think she's pretty. Let's look at the exhaust. Oh man, baby, you looking good. You're looking real good. GSC bronze guides poking through there. You see our fins. This thing is ready to make friends with boost. That's what I'm talking about. And of course, we cannot forget the combustion chambers. Looking sexy. I'm pretty stoked with what Dui and the guys are going to do with this thing. All right, we're not done yet. So right now this thing's gonna get milled, and then we're gonna jump into assembly. All right, that's going to do it for us today. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Toodles.